Hello learner, and welcome to the first module, which is Introduction to ICT. My name is Godfrey Cheboy, and I will be your trainer. This module has one topic which contains the following subtopics: definition of a computer system, computer components, types of microcomputers, application of computer systems, and the last one is connecting basic input and output devices. This lesson covers the first two subtopics. By the end of this lesson, you will define a computer system, identify components of a computer system. In your daily activities, you must have interacted with a computer or seen someone using a computer. Kindly share with me how you have used a computer before. While answering the question, keep in mind that there are different types of computers. For example, laptops, smartphones, tablets, and ATMs. Now, consider Kamau talking to his friend using a mobile phone. The phone captures Kamau's voice, converts the voice to a signal, and sends it to his friend over the mobile network. We say that a mobile phone is a computer because it takes input, for example, Kamau's voice, processes the input, that is converting the voice to a signal, and gives out an output, that is the converted signal. Basically, a computer system is an electronic device that can accept input, process the input, and output information. Computers can also store data and information, and they can also communicate with other computers. Now consider the following scenarios and answer the questions that follow. In the first scenario, we have Winfred withdrawing money from an ATM. In the second scenario, Jen is typing a job application letter using her laptop and then printing the letter. The questions are: why are the devices used considered as computers? Number 2, identify the input, processing, and output for each scenario. The ATM and laptop are considered as computers because they are electronic devices that can accept input, process the input, and output information. For the ATM, input are the numbers entered. Processing is converting the numbers to equivalent amount, and output can be the cash, the money, or the printed receipt. For the second scenario, you're going to discuss with your course mates on the course WhatsApp group. Components of a computer system. The figure on your screen is an example of a computer system. Study it and state the different parts that you know. Now, a computer system is made up of hardware and software components. Hardware components are what we can see and touch. The parts you named in the previous question are all hardware components. You can see and touch them. For example, you can see a mouse, keyboard, and a monitor. The software components are programs that run in a computer. You can see them, but you cannot touch them. For example, when Jen is typing the application letter, she uses a software called a word processor. If she were to send the letter via email, she will use a software called a browser. You will learn more on softwares in a future lesson. Now that you have an idea of what software and hardware is, state the hardware and software components of a smartphone. The basic hardware components can be classified as input, output, and storage devices. Input devices are used by the computer system to capture data from the user. Output devices are used by the computer system to communicate back to the user, while storage devices are used to keep data and information. Now consider the previous computer. What components are used to get data from the user? What components are used by the computer to communicate back to the user? Mouse and keyboard are used to get data from the user. They are examples of input devices. Other examples include touchpad and optical readers. The monitor or screen is used to communicate back to the user. It is an example of an output device. Other examples include speakers and plotters. Examples of storage devices are flash disks and compact disks. Consider the smartphone shown on the screen and identify at least one input and one output device or component of the smartphone. As an activity that you're going to do at your own time, you're required to do the following. Number one, visit a cyber cafe and request the owner to show you all the computer devices or components that he or she uses. Number two, take pictures of those computer devices or components and classify them as either input or output devices. Lastly, send the photos of what you have taken to the class WhatsApp group. Thank you for listening and participating in this lesson. See you in the next one.